You know, I kind of remember back when I would like go in, I would try to get some of these drops, and I would be able to get like 3 or 4. I got like, I think I ended up getting like 6 Marvel Mighties once with one phone. And then I remember buying something on drop, being like getting really good at a drop, and then getting a drop, and then all of a sudden it's like less than the drop price, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Why would it be like this? I didn't really understand how blind box drops really worked, but it is what it is. It's if you sit there and you were trying to get a drop and you spent the $50 like you did on the Moon Knight, and then you ended up getting the common, he immediately was $10 cheaper when the market opened up, and you're upset and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so pissed off. I have to just remember back in the day. For me, when I was first getting involved in Veve, that happened. That did happen on quite a few drops actually. And I was sad at first. I didn't understand, but I kept buying. I didn't just leave. But you know what? It didn't take long. It took like a few weeks, and then we saw them get back to those prices. And the thing is, like, there were some things that you got, and then we had one crash one time where for like about a month, a couple of my collectibles were negative from drop price. And then I remember going for all these comic books and getting them and being able to get multiples. And then when New Mutants came out and I got the drop, all of a sudden, like, New Mutants was selling for like $3. And I just kind of looked at it and I was like, can't get much cheaper than that, right? So I bought like 3 or 4 of them. And the price shot back up, and I was able to sell them and just get a handful of good gem profit on each. I still have one of them. I kept one no matter what, but it's just interesting whenever we try to like get worried about Veve, and we get worried about these drops, and there's been all this FUD that's going around. A lot of new people are seeing all this FUD, and they don't really understand that these ups and downs happen in the marketplace, and they're gonna go back up, and when it does, you'll wish you would have bought in cheaper. Like I have the Marvel Comics #1, the first one for Marvel Comics, the creme de la creme of the comics, and we're talking the common. We're not talking the secret rare or anything, but if we're talking the common, I bought that in the market for 29 gem, and I thought to myself, what am I doing? Like, dude, am I gonna buy a $30 comic? You know what I mean? Like a $30 digital comic. And I was at the time going to comic book stores and talking to them and showing them this stuff, and they were all like, dude, you can just get that for free. You can go on like Marvel's thing right now and you can read that comic digitally for free. I would never just buy that. Well, you bought that for $30. Like, what are you thinking? And then lo and behold, even now it's like $250, $290, something like that. It got up well above $500 for a minute. Like, I look back at it now, hindsight, zooming out. When I look back and I see that I'm communicating to people who are FUDing in person, me sharing this new idea, this new cool thing I found, this Veve app, and I'm sharing it with people, and they're like, dude, that makes no sense. I can just get that for free. There's no, like, what does it mean if I can just go read that comic for free all I want? And they don't really understand the scarcity of digital ownership, and it's collectible because of that. Like, and that's another thing to kind of tell people if they're kind of worrying about what are these NFTs, how are they valuable. Just kind of sit down and think, like, you can go and get like a Thomas Kincaid painting that's thousands of dollars. You can get that exact same Thomas Kincaid painting for like $500. Basically the same one, just some different pizzazz they throw on it. And then you can go get a postcard, a tiny postcard, for free at the front desk of the same thing, Thomas Kincaid stamped on it. And you can have them all matted and framed, or you can just stick them in a frame, and then you go to sell them, and you can't sell the postcard because the postcard was free. You can't sell something that was free and you can still go get for free. But the other two, the reason that you can sell those, you had to buy them, but not just because you buy them doesn't mean you can sell them, right? So you had to buy those paintings, and what signifies that they're worth anything? Two things. People desire to have it in that space, and it's got a certificate proving that it's authentic. Those are the two things that you look for, and we get that with Veve, and we get that with NFTs. So all of you newer people to Veve, keep in mind NFTs are about the ownership of the item, just like as if you're collecting art or collecting Pokemon cards or doing Funko Pops or physical comic books, or some people collect die-cast cars. There's all kinds of collectibles out there, and they're valuable because of what they are. They're a Funko Pop, they're this, they're that. A free digital read, a free digital item, a free postcard, no one cares about that. But if you could get a nice made comic book, you like that, right? If you get a quality AR, VR, displayable, NFT comic book, that's cool. That's worth something. It's got some value. So then you have to ask, why is one thing more valuable than another? And there's a ton of factors. So I just want to say, for all you new people getting into Veve right now, looking at these drops and worried about price, you need to think more about, what are you getting? What is this that you're investing into? And enjoy the collecting aspect, because if you just want to invest, go invest money in something that gains, like in other cryptos. But if you want to collect and invest, do that. Now, to all you who say it's all about collecting, you shouldn't care about price, bullcrap. No one's going to be at Veve if they're not potentially going to earn money. They'll collect free crap. They can find other free crap, but they're collecting Veve for potential ownership and value. So it's what it's about. It's about collecting. It's about value collecting. It's about gaining value in what you collect. And, maybe one day it's about profiting. So I want to thank you for joining me. Again, nothing I say is financial advice. My name's Crypto Corey, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good day, Veve fam.